by helping make renewable. At Mitsubishi Electric, we're helping create a more sustainable future for her by heating her home more efficiently, by engineering a net zero emissions building, by reducing power waste in factories, by helping make renewables more energy efficient, by making changes for the better, for everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Hampton Court Palace for the Real Tennis Champions Trophy 2024, supported by Mitsubishi Electric. It is Second Chance Friday. We've got our final quarter-final match of the event with Ben Taylor-Matthews, who lost a very tight three-set match last night, losing to Steve Vigona 6-5 in the third, and definitely a set that could have gone in either direction. Up against top amateur Rob Shenkman, who has played on this court on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday this week, so we'll feel very comfortable on the court this afternoon. Giles Doy and Paul Bollerman calling the shots for you this afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon. You see clear profiles on screen. Rob Shenkman, top amateur in the world, plus 4.4. He's done very well this year. I'm sorry.
Mathieu Salong might have a couple of words to say about that in any case, Paul, but anyway. But we can see there the streak that Rob has gone through earlier this week. A very commanding performance with Lewis Gordon on Tuesday, and then a winner takes all against Levi Gale in the last round of qualifying on Wednesday.
Yes, and then to top that off, yesterday's match against Leon Smart, very comprehensive 6-2, 6-1. Very powerful performance coming into this. Obviously, Ben playing 3 sets yesterday. They're usually used to playing 5 sets, so we'd imagine he'd be all right. But with the heat, well, who is to say? Obviously, these players know each other very well. When was the last time they played each other?
So last time was a US Open 2023. So it's been a little while since they've. I mean, both Rob and Ben now regular parts of the professional tour. It is a bit strange that they maybe haven't bumped into each other as frequently as maybe we've seen, but we've got two previous matchups: US Open 2023, British Open 2021. Ben took both of those matches in straight sets, as we can see on our screen. But I think we're probably now starting to see a Rob Shenkman that's probably quite different to the Rob Shenkman of US 23 and the British in 21. So
yes, he's made massive strides this last year.
So this match probably feels maybe a bit tighter than maybe some of the other matches have been before.
Especially with the format, it's best of 3 sets. If any player wins the first, anything can happen. The win predictor, a new innovation by Ben Guitenbeek. No.
We both had on.
The win predictor is on its way.
It's on its way.
Okay, Champions Trophy 2024 presented by Mitsubishi Electric. It's a quarter-final match. At the receiver's end is Robert Shenkman. Service end is Ben Taylor-Matthews. Best of 3, 6-game set. Good luck. Play.
Good first
15
point.
luck.
And the marker today is Scott Blaber.
15 all.
Lovely shot.
30-15.
Just caught the right recess of the grill, which here is in.
As a better in second gallery,
Well,
thank you, 30-15.
Gleefully announcing the hazard chase there.
$40-15 and a chase.
Seems a bit harsh we didn't get any applause or appreciation for that previous rest. Sure, we got a lucky catch on the side bando, but that was a fantastic rest actually. I don't know if the dead on
I
is.
think the audience isn't quite woken up yet. It is quite toasty here at Hampton Court. And there we have the win predictor. It's mainly based on the first 2 points and the handicap
Has it
difference
better than
between
the
the
second
two.
gallery? Has it?
Taylor Matthews is a clear favourite. But anything can happen.
Game. It's the first game. Receiver leads.
Very strong start from Ben
15
Taylor
up.
Matthews there.
Yeah, you can see a big exhaling of breath to be like, I've got game.
15.
So in case you missed our coverage from earlier, Nicky Howe booked himself into the semi-final with a 6-1 win over Nina Marola.
Stroke. Game. That's 2 games to love. The receiver leads.
So far, Ben
15 up.
not misplacing a single shot.
What's the yard? 15 up.
So accurate.
Chase, what's in the yard? $30 love.
Even already you can start to see Ben really commanding and bossing the hazard end of the ball.
Ball.
This may be a little bit too early for Rob to be thinking about using different serves, but
Yeah, I think possibly Rob is finding his feet. He's
Time.
feeling it out, but he won't have much
15,
time for that.
30.
I think it's changing up his serve a little bit.
1.5 yard. 2 chases.
Very good chase from Ben. It's good to see Ben repping the Dutch flag on his wrist.
so we've had the win predictor on the screen already. I think up here in the commentary box, I think we're starting to find it maybe a bit difficult to call which way this match might go. But we've got the chat. Do drop your comments and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who you think's going to win.
15-30. Server leads worse than a yard.
Part of Team Ben or Team Rob.
Worse than a yard. faults. Lost the chase, 40-15, better than half a yard. Game. It's 3 games
Very
to love.
quick start
Server
from
leads.
I think we've only been playing about 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah. Lovely shot, changing it up, using the
15 love.
winning gallery wall to post it instead of trying to cut it into the corner.
Faults.
I think I'll have to rely on the change up a little bit to get back on this end. Good weight to that.
Right. 30 love. Then the second gallery, 30 love. Second gallery, 2 chases.
We'll be happy with that.
30 love.
There's a lot of pace from Ben there in that cross court over towards the timbre. I think Rob would be very happy to get that A over the net and B out of Ben's way by sticking it into second gallery.
Yes, definitely. Ben switching up that serve, which worked well because Rob was caught off balance there. Had to sort of lift it back into the backhand corner.
30 love, server leads.
Ben couldn't quite
Better than
finish
the
it up.
second gallery. Better than the second.
Absolutely died off the back wall.
40 love, second gallery.
Good serve cut on that.
Oh. Out of court. 15-40.
How's he going? Under the grill? Second time lucky.
Game.
As a
1 game to
commentator,
3.
never call
See
the
the
shots, I
lead.
don't think.
Not up. What's in the yard?
That rolled off the back wall.
Level.
The cut volley has been so effective today.
Second gallery, 2 chases.
Ben thinking he wants to get to the serves end. Obviously these players know each other very well because they are long-term time training, hitting partners.
And also they host, I'm going to say, very successful podcast, the View from the Hazard podcast,
yeah.
View from the Hazards podcast, which they've been doing for about 4 years now. It's about 60 odd episodes, I think.
Started off in COVID, didn't it?
It all started off in COVID and during Ben's World Championship Challenge Eliminator against Chappie, I think.
worse than a yard.
Rob was his hitting partner at the time.
Now they're here in the quarterfinals. Great
Service
serve.
point, 15 love.
Dying off the back wall.
Second gallery.
Varying up his serves a lot more than he was doing against Steve yesterday.
Yeah, I think
30
yesterday's
love,
match
serve
against
lead.
Steve was, I think, almost exclusively railroads from Ben. So not really had the chance
15,
outside some
30.
practice sessions to try out different serves and see what works.
Fault.
Good hands from Rob. The
30
temper takes a lot
all.
of cut, so if you post it against it,
No, mate, no.
it's just
no.
going to drop. And Rob did well to place it where Ben couldn't quite get to it.
Fault. Forty, 30.
Definitely see Rob getting into the match a bit more.
Such a low serve on the
Yes.
floor.
Lovely shot. Base of the timbre.
Server's advantage. Fault.
Quite a few first faults from Ben there on his rule.
We're up to 5 at the moment.
I think he's trying to be too tight. Great shot.
Okay, it's better than 5. Advantage 1 chase.
Yeah, they're looking like he's doing absolutely everything right. He's just 6 inches too far to the right in terms of his execution.
Yeah.
The court and the back wall plays the railroad very well here. So it's a high risk serve to take, but it does come with good rewards.
I guess he's making the decision between hitting a fault or hitting a long serve. He just doesn't want to hit that long serve. Give Rob space to work with. He wants to err on the
Receiver's
right side
advantage.
as such.
Better than 5. Game.
Yeah. Rob
One game
unhappy with
before the
his
receiver
there.
leads.
I think you're right there, Rob. Lots of height coming off that penthouse, and Ben just able to drill it down.
Fault. Second gallery. Level. Fault.
Tight call, but correct. Um,
15 love.
First error from Ben there. Just misread the bounce of that.
carbon
15
copy of
all.
what we saw just at the end of the game. This time, Ben taking the straight force into the dead on rather than needing to beat a chase on the floor.
There's so much space to work with off them. Railroad's just too deep.
Cool. 30-15. There's one chest with same game.
It's a good rest from Rob there. Put a bit more pressure on. Beautiful.
40-15 and a chase.
Rob being able to scrape that out of the corner and just make it so awkward for Ben.
And really catching just the bottom edge of the grill, just giving Ben a little bit of indecision. Do I go along and attack it, or just leave it and try and hope it bounces back out? But not quite. Ben content to let that one just go.
Yeah, I think Rob is looking a lot more
40-15 the receiver leads, second gallery. Thirty, 40.
Too many options for Rob there.
30-40, yep. Juice. Receives advantage.
Very flush against the backboard.
Has it been in the door, thank you. Advantage one chase.
Especially with the backhand where you lack that little bit of power with the forehand. Being able to boast it like that is just very impressive. And he just seems to be placing his shot so well.
Service advantage. Hazard better than the door. Hazard.
Just taking a quick look at some of the comments coming through. Good to have you with us this afternoon, Tom. I see you've picked Rob to take the match today.
Here's the chase. Juice.
The winner of this has the incredible pleasure of Rob Fay tomorrow afternoon in our semi-finals.
Serves advantage.
A couple of scrappy shots during that rally, but Rob will be pleased to get another target on the board.
Yeah, he's been
Game.
very accurate with his balls so far. I think,
2 games to 4, the receiver leads.
Try to keep the serves in, obviously, but
11-2. Level.
I think we've seen some stats for the whole tournament. I think Rob had been dominating. It was either the grill count or the dead end count.
yeah.
Being told it's the grill count. Can't remember. It's one of the. It's not really
He did, and I think in commentary he said he couldn't quite believe it. He was the top target hitter for one of the targets at least. Lovely shot. What a beautiful rest.
15 love.
I think Rob is definitely
15
found the
all.
length of his wheelers a little bit better. Beautiful. Using a main ball to change the angle.
30-15.
There's that.
40-15 and a check.
How many grills is that this match?
So we're up to four grills for Rob and just one for Ben. But I
It
know
always feels like more than one grill when you have to have it hit against
it
you.
really does.
Especially of a point where you might have the upper hand for a little bit if someone can scrape that past you. It's the worst.
And we're seeing replay of some of the other rests going on. One of the things that I'm, as someone with absolutely zero footwork, thoroughly amazed and impressed just how agile.
40-15, the receiver leads.
Constantly on his
Better than
toes,
two.
constantly giving himself that extra kind of pace and space to
Better than two.
play the court.
Yeah. Yeah, these players, they just create that time for themselves.
Brings the chase for better than the yard. Game. That's 3 games to 4. Serve leads.
The right serve, but not the right execution. It's way too short.
And I imagine
15
because
love.
that didn't work for that particular rest, Ben is going to completely avoid taking that serve on for a good little while of it.
I think you might be right.
Second gallery.
Survivorship
15
bias
love.
is very real here on a real tennis court. Yeah,
30 love.
just finding the angles on those backhands of Ben isn't quite expected. Throws him back into the point.
Fault. Has it better than second? Thank you. 2 chases.
Match is
30 love.
well underway now. Both players are doing their best to lock the other one down. I think Rob is having a bit more control about the flow of the game currently.
Yeah, and I think certainly at the start of the game we were talking about those 2 or 3 very quick games. Ben was just able to get going straight away and really dominate what's going on down the service end. It's getting a lot more even now in terms of Rob starting to get his way back into it. He's coming back here.
Second gallery.
30 love up. 2 good opportunities to
Second gallery.
level up the scoring here in the first set.
Fault.
Second serve.
Wins the chase. 15-30. Hazard better than the second gallery. Hazard.
He was hoping to get that into winning gallery the stroke before.
Has it better than the second gallery.
Just a little bit too low.
Capitalizing again. Good serve.
30 all.
High return. We'll be happy missing those.
Ball.
There's a massive disadvantage on this good score.
No, absolutely not. You've got a nice big penthouse to aim for here.
Last gallery. 30 all.
Shot from Ben looking to get back to the service.
Ball.
Close.
So, 40-30 and a chase.
Great length there from Ben to win the serve. We have a question.
Good.
Williams.
So Lewis has said, chaps, how do you think the friendship ex-coach older brother style dynamic of these two will be affecting things? Who will it help and hinder, and why? Well, I've got to say, first thing off the bat, Williams. First thing off the bat, Lewis. You were up here commentating yesterday, and I've got to say, posing these questions is
Putting us on the spot.
You're putting us absolutely on the spot here. I was going to comment, and you may just about catch it actually on the camera that Ben has actually got a shirt.
40-30 server leads.
Which
Last
is actually
gallery.
his opponent's
Last gallery.
accountancy service.
Yes, there's some power dynamics at work here.
Out of court. Game. 5 games to 3.
Traditionally-
Server leads. 5-3.
Fun court says Tom Carey Hunt.
Out of court.
My
15
impression,
up.
Lewis, is that these are both top professionals right at the top of their game.
Oh.
And he says is one of them faults, and they know each other really, really well. I know these guys train regularly. I know
30 love.
Rob often comes down to Bristol to spend a little bit of time with Ben. But I hear that they definitely do a lot of drills and a lot of practices together.
40 love.
Even Rob has said on some of his podcasts that they might do a whole bunch of drills, and Rob is just completely drained. There's absolutely nothing left in the tank.
15,
He doesn't even
40.
get close to Ben in terms of some of the things he's trying to do.
Oh.
Rob just saves his first set point. Force. So we can do does another one. Sometimes you ask the question,
30-40.
why don't they do this all the time if they can do it on set points?
As the second gallery. 30-40 and chase.
Well, it is interesting, but I think in real tennis, lots of players know each other so well, and there's always that the older player will always have some mental tricks and mental advantage over the young up and comers. When I say young, of normal age.
Well, Ben has Ben did celebrate the big 4-0.
Ready to receive a lead.
Confidential
Has the
information.
second gallery.
It's confidential information insofar as it was on Facebook and we've already talked about it, and it's already been mentioned on the player profile.
Up. 1 and 2 won the chase game, and the first set.
Rob calling it down on himself.
To the
It's
receiver.
a huge sportsmanship. And,
6
Ben
games to 3.
did very well
Second
to
set.
close out this set after the momentum seemed to have swung against him. Yeah.
Half yard
This
worse
kind
than
of mental
6.
tricks
Level.
will really help Ben. Great rest.
Ben
15
seemingly
love.
retrieving the ball from behind him a couple of points during that.
Then the last gallery, 2 chases.
Good comment. We got the second set. The first set starts coming up. And I think the first 3 games they were all going towards Ben, and afterwards it was pretty even.
There's definitely something here around the chase
Yeah.
length. Actually, that was something we saw a lot in our first quarterfinal match earlier today. Nicky Howe consistently getting chases, in that kind of 2-yard
3,
gap.
yeah, it was,
right in there. Absolutely.
15 love server
staggering
leads.
half-yard chases
Half
there.
yard
Yeah.
worse than 6.
And here, it's obviously skewed because Rob is leaving a lot of the hazard chases.
Mm.
And using that to get to the service. So that'll obviously
30 love.
move the average quite
Better
far
than the
back.
last gallery.
But there's a significant difference between a line and 3 and 4.
Yeah. I wouldn't say either of these players are particularly known for being prolific
40
gallery
love.
chasers. Not to say, not compared with say a Chris Chapman or I think Josh Smith was. That's pretty much all he did. Leon Smart as well, also very keen for chasing a lot of galleries.
Yeah, I think both of these players like to stay in the point quite a lot. So you see long stretches of one of them on the receiving end.
15-40. Server leads.
I think that's the kind of thing that you can change as Rob in the second set to see if you can make the points a bit shorter or force Ben to do something different.
Yeah, definitely, a point like this right now, he would absolutely love a gallery chase. Get himself down here and start getting some points on the board in the second set.
There
Last
it is.
gallery, 15-40 in a
The
chase.
commentator's curse has been lifted.
Commentator's curse comes good. There was a lot of commentators' curses yesterday, I have to say, with some of our other quarterfinal matches. It's nice it's turning around a little bit for me now.
I mean, they can't hear us up here. Yeah, I think this is what Rob needs to do. He needs to be on the serving end, just to keep those points short when he's receiving. He's putting himself in situations that he just a little bit too much pressure.
15-40, the receiver leads. Last gallery. Last gallery.
Yeah, the reality is long rests, they're going to go Ben's way at some point.
Just catching the edge of two bad.
Service point, 30-40.
The back bando there, which is close a bit from camera, the back bando there on the grill is huge.
Hold up, 1 and 2. Stroke, sorry. Game.
Ben called a stroke on Rob. Ben overruling the marker.
Game, first game, second set.
The marker is just accepting. But I guess they are trustworthy individuals.
But you know what we can find? The awesome power of the action replay that I'm sure Ben is working up right this moment.
He's slowing down the footage as we speak.
Slowing it down frame by frame.
Better than 4.
One of the things we've also discovered here with the Champions Trophy this week is that the players and also some of the marker are also seeing some of the things that are coming through on the stream and coming through on the replay.
Yes, especially since there's actually a screen in the dead
A yard.
Yes.
2
The
chases.
marker will have live access to a delayed feed of what's happening on the screen to know if he should.
Here we go. Ooh, where is that?
Ooh, I think with that angle, I think I think a stroke is right.
I think the racket just catches it first, but it is super tight. And also, if you see where I was going to say, you can see where Scott is. He's not really seeing that at all. So it's probably a fair overrule from the players there to give the point, and actually was the game to Ben there to take the first game.
Server leads, better than 4.
Beautiful.
Chase. 30
So no changes of pace during that. A couple of really slow balls. Well, Rob was aiming for better than 4.
Yeah.
Lost the chase. 40 love.
It's a change of serve from Ben Taylor Matthews.
It was a high serve, and he said it wouldn't happen again. And they're going down the middle from Rob.
15-40.
I'm going to suggest that none of those 3 shots coming off the rackets, none of them were clean.
Game. That's 2 games to love.
Putting on a
Serve
technical
lead.
performance in this game. Just finishing those shots so nicely. Missing the penthouse. That's fine.
Last gallery. No ball. Worse than 3. 2 chases.
I have a quick look at some more comments in the chat. Chasing the hazard. Great match shaping up at the moment. Rob switching up his play, going big on the targets. You're absolutely right. That is somebody who knows how to commentate and be friendly to other commentators in the chat. Good to have you joining us this afternoon, Dan. You'll be glad to hear I'm sporting the
Lovely chasing the hazard shirts
that I know you've been producing. It is pretty much exactly what I need right now on this absolutely roasting day.
Yeah. And then we have the win predictor. Clear favourite Ben Taylor Matthews from the start, and the lead in percentage has only gone up as he's winning games.
I do have a little bit of a wobble there. I think when it was kind of 4-4 or maybe 5-4 for the first set, it's starting to look a little bit closer.
I think, yeah, because Rob came down from 4-1 to 4-3, and I think had some chances to go 4-all. Maybe not direct game points, but he was in there. And then Ben has just run away with it from there. Beautiful shot.
That volley off the return serve
Worse than
has
3.
been very, very reliable for Ben today.
Well,
30 love.
we all know what happened there. This is all Giles.
And the second gallery.
So I think,
30
I
love.
don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but Rob is varying up the length of the serve a little bit, making Ben guess a little bit on if it's going to bounce 2 or 3 times. I'm just trying to neutralize that cut volley.
Out of court.
Out of court. That almost caught a couple of people up in the upper galleries there.
30.
Beautiful. The audience is rallying behind Rob there a little bit. They want to see more tennis. They want to see Rob getting into the set.
We've got some of the stats from serving stats. Yeah, we've had a lot of railroads this week, and today is definitely no exception. But curious, the chases conceded with Rob's railroad at 14%. That is well down on what you'd normally expect in that kind of space.
Yes. Although he has been serving many more doubles as second serve due to his missing of the first serve, so I'm not sure we can call that purely down to his good railroads, or it maybe is. But he has been cutting off the ball. He's making it difficult for Ben to place it in the corner. Beautiful shot.
30-40.
A tricky return to deal with. Ben lifted it up into the grill. Just being able to do that, being on the back foot and still placing it in a target is just, especially the game point, it's just a mark of a true sports professional.
30-40. Game. 1-2. Serve leads. Second set. 15
I wasn't
love.
going to say it, but a little bit of a lucky bounce.
Yeah, Ben really not reading that ball off the back ball at all.
Western 2.
Great shot.
15 love.
Hitting in the lower end of the back wall and it just rolls out over there. Yeah.
Last gallery, 2 chases.
I would kind of note you're definitely not going to see it on the screens. Down in this backhand corner at the service end, I managed to squeeze a game in this morning before the games took place. We're starting to see quite a few. It's quite large sort of block paving stones we've got on the floor here, but we're starting to see a few dents, a couple of cracks opening up. You'll certainly notice that down Hazard End underneath the winning gallery, definitely a few spots appearing there. Leon Smart definitely yesterday taking a good couple of lumps out of the plasterboard around there. So I think what we might start to see down in that pretty much exactly where we're standing now, possibly some strange bounces.
Chase.
Little smile to himself there.
30 love.
As we go away with it.
Ben saying there's so a lot of fun being played with the ball coming around the wall or underneath the grill there. It's not really quite a reliable court, RTC. It's a pretty fair place.
Yeah.
But seemingly causing a couple of issues for some of our players this week. It's going straight down.
Big miss there.
Never really going over.
Yeah, professional always find those niggles, find those places where they can just exploit. They know, okay, this backhand corner is a little bit more out of whack than people expect. Don't try with that. Beautiful shot.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot by Rob.
And he's back in the set.
Game.
He's turned these two games around quite convincingly, and I think staying on the service end has been very, very well. Yeah, how many?
6 points in a row for Rob.
Wow.
Ask yourself. Wow. 15 love.
Great rest there.
Excellent tennis by both players.
Yeah.
Let's stay in. The line.
Hit the band off dead on there. Almost bounced back on Ben's side.
Almost a point to the point to the server on that one. Ooh, that's gone well high.
30 love.
You might be wondering a little bit, how has Ben managed to get a bando shot coming all the way out to the line? The answer is very simple here. The bando RTC is absolutely gargantuan.
Just like the whole court.
30 love and a chase.
Yeah, you can see it. I see it now.
You can see it now. 13 centimetres, 5 5 inches in size. Is absolutely massive. And it's even bigger on the grow wall. It's almost 6 or 7 inches down there as well.
Yeah, it was a beautiful
That's
point.
a lovely, lovely point.
I think Rob's backing himself to win those points when he's been put on the back foot for a little bit, because he likes defending, likes being in the point. But so far Ben has capitalised on that.
40 loves server leads the
A bit
line.
more, so let's see if he can get out from under this chase. He's got a good shot.
The line.
And another first serve fault. There's been many of those.
With the chase, no, won the chase. Game. That's 3 games to 2. 3
Chase was the line, but just caught the bottom post of Hazard's second gallery.
Lewis Williams with another question. Giles, for you. What are the in-game results on Shenkman to win this match
15
currently?
love.
That's a much better question.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Lewis.
Anything with odds in it, Giles. your man.
I've got to say, Lewis, I think the win predictor, and I saw it on the screen a few moments ago, I think the win predictor was probably quite fair about where I think this match is going.
Beautiful shot.
Rob has clearly managed to combat some of the momentum that Ben had built up in the first set.
Rob just a little bit early on that, bounced out
Rob, you're right.
more than he
You got that
thought.
bottle. Thank you.
Breath.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is.
No chases and the score
Yeah.
is 30.
Just tapping the bottom.
30 all.
Straight onto the logo.
40-30.
Just as Rob was getting the upper hand in the rally. Ooh, this could be a costly point.
Juice.
Big difference between 4-2 and 3-0. And I'm sure people say quite often.
Well, we had something very similar in the first match today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Nina Moreau with a couple of
Gallery.
opportunities to take the first set to 3-all, but Nikki able to come back. And that very much felt like a turning point in that match.
Advantage.
Definitely, and we'll see if Rob can
Do something
do
different.
reverse, yeah.
Yeah.
It's certainly looking like it. 2 very positive points, getting the gallery, getting the serve. And I think very important for him to make sure he gets this. What do you think he'll serve?
Maybe a round?
I think it's a good chance.
It's a good chance, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, on the second gallery, I don't think we can expect anything else.
I don't think you want to give Ben any opportunity to have
Seventh advantage.
open court, and particularly a
Second gallery.
last gallery to
Yeah.
take to take the point here.
Second gallery.
It's a lovely shot in the backhand corner.
Something we're probably going to start seeing. I don't think it's going to have a massive impact. You definitely see it on the cameras here. As we're kind of heading into the late afternoon here, sunspots on the court getting in players' faces.
Yeah.
This is a north-south facing court, so the service end is pointing due north.
Second gallery.
And I can confirm it can definitely start getting in your face if you're going to have people playing a lot of stuff onto the main wall.
Great shot.
Advantage. 1J.
Of course, if you're just going to drill it straight into the grill, then it's not really much of an issue at all.
I don't think Ben can claim any interference from the sun on that one.
No, I don't think so. So we're going to see an unorthodox celebration from Ben. That's gone into the net. Oh yeah.
Oh, lovely fist pump there.
That's
excellent form.
That's a man.
See the arching of his back.
Second gallery.
That's a man who's thoroughly pleased with what he's just done on court.
Yeah. The result of that shot was obviously a net.
First point. Juice.
We're back to juice, the third juice.
Yeah, I
of the
think
game.
Rob can be rightly annoyed with that.
Yeah.
Ben had the whole court and a load of space.
Ball.
Couple of chances there to put that into winning gallery.
Server's advantage.
Just the constant pressure that he's putting on it, even if he's missing the winning gallery, is just enough to give him the edge on the play. Yeah, beautiful shot.
Juice.
Rob knew he needed to attack that one. Good mark.
On to our fourth juice game of
Big
this
one.
game.
Yeah. Both players are realising it. Beautiful rest. So Tom Curry Hunt with another
Server's
question
advantage.
about what other courts get sunspots like this, and for how much of the year? Well, I know.
How much is this an irritation?
I knew Newcastle play with caps on for some parts of the year.
Okay.
I don't know if they've resolved that, and in Manchester as well, the sun can get very bright there.
Another court I would put onto there. It's not a frequently used court at all. Is Fairlawn, which has basically no protection at all against the sun, and a very open roof. And how much of an irritation is that? I found it quite a considerable irritation when I had the chance to play there.
Then
Game. That's 4 games to 2.
closing it out.
4-2. Second set.
Yeah, I think fair long. I have not played there personally. I can imagine open roofs in general.
I'll also tell you that a place that was absolutely awful for sunspots. It's because I didn't take a hat. Falkland Palace. If you're not wearing a hat on a sunny day, absolutely terrible.
Better than 5.
It's a
Double.
fantastic court and an amazing experience for people to go up there and do it. But
Bring a hat.
definitely
And
bring
lots
a
of
hat.
sunscreen.
Definitely bring a hat and sunscreen.
On the off chance that it's sunny.
Fantastic rest.
Good cases. Good cases. Better than 5. Last gallery. Lovely.
Beautiful. What do we have here? Rob definitely feeling that he's going to has to put something more into this.
Yeah, there was some clear irritation there when he discovered that was a game lost to go 4-2 down. It's only putting Ben 2 games away from a spot in the semi-final. Semi-finals taking place tomorrow here. We've got I think the dead-on tickets for the dead-on I think are sold out, but there is standing room tickets available. RoyalTennisTopCourt.com is where to get your tickets.
Western 3 won the chase. 15 love.
Yeah.
Last gallery.
And the view from the top galleries is fantastic. It's a bit warm. So bring breezy clothes.
It's a bit warm. It's a narrow staircase to head up here as well.
30 love.
It's not for people who have vertigo as well, because it is a long way down. It's it's an amazing view we've got. You can see on the camera there. It's nicely packed out this afternoon.
But what can Rob do here? 30 love down.
Oh, look, you can go back to plan grow.
15-30.
If only. I mean, he's got every chance to get back into it. It's just
That's quite a very bad bounce off that bando.
yeah, well played. Great finish from Rob. Really well to keep Ben guessing where the next shot was going to be and make it awkward for him to get a chase there. Ben angling for the gallery, but couldn't quite get the angle there.
No, and the back wall was not his friend during that last point for Ben.
No, they all set up quite nicely.
Turn 3.
Great rest.
Fantastic tennis.
Really. Yeah, you can see.
Worcester 4, 2 chases.
You can see
30 all.
there that stat with chases laid, 20 to 20 for Ben and 12 for Rob. You can see that Ben is just getting so much more. He gets those 2 chases in a game instead of waiting for game point and having to change end, and that's just makes such a big difference.
And that has been a real story of what Ben's chases have been in this match. If we're kind of looking back at kind of where these chases have been, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chases Ben's set, all 2 yards or better, and Rob has not been able to get anywhere close
he's
to
going for the galleries more.
anywhere close to that. Yeah, Rob's I think we've got 4 chases into last gallery, 3 chases into second. Yeah, Rob's something Rob's able to do, but I think it's when you're looking at those kind of statistics. Oh, fantastic shot!
40-30, worse than 4.
You're seeing that cluster of chases around that 2 yard mark. That's the mark of someone who's very comfortable, very capable on the court, and is able to create opportunities out of nothing.
Yeah, it just indicates how much more pressure Ben is putting on every shot. He's putting so much weight behind it. They're all getting so deep.
2, serving for second set.
Losing the chase there.
Chase was worse than 4. That's an excellent serve. Just completely dies on that back wall.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Rob needs to take a moment to slow
15
down.
love serve and lead.
See if he can do something about just the weight. Just so much weight behind every ball coming at him.
And commenting there that the sunspot's exactly where he's serving, creating a bit of a light, bit of halo around him.
30 love.
All right.
$40 love.
3 match points.
So this is for a spot in tomorrow's semi-final up against Rob Fay.
Yeah.
15-40.
1 match point saved. Ben's got every
30-40.
reason to be upset about that. He was in complete control of that rest right until that last contact.
Really excellent defense from Rob, but yeah, Ben had some opportunities there. Management to go. Whoa.
Has been the second gallery, 30-40 in the check.
Just got it over.
He just caught the tape to nudge it over the top. You don't want to be in Rob's position now. You're match point down. Sure, you're about to take the service end, but your opponent has got an entire court to aim for.
Yeah. And there's no serve that currently Rob is using that has successfully neutralized Ben's precision. So I think he's got to go for the
30-40, the receiver leads.
But the cut volley that Ben's been using has been very effective.
Game.
Okay, there's the match. So 6-2 in Ben Taylor-Matthews' favour. He will be facing Rob Fay tomorrow.
Ben Taylor-Matthews, wins 6-3, 6-2.
So matches tomorrow gets underway at 11 o'clock. I confess I can't quite remember which order they're in, but we've got the top 4 seeds have gone all the way through.
They're up first.
They will play first, Rob versus Ben, so it will be a repeat of the quarter-final of the US Pro earlier in the year, which Ben won in 4 sets.
Yeah, and then obviously
after that we've got Nick Howell versus Steve Agona, 2 players who know a lot about each other's games.
here are some stats. Oh yes, yeah. So I think that the serve's win percentage, as usual, is the determining factor. It's just Ben being able to lock Rob down on the receiving end on a very especially crucial second game, or the 2-all game was a big one, and then again for a 3-2. Sorry, those 2 games got Ben on the serving end at the right time. Got some serve percentages.
Quick look at the stats, as we were kind of saying. Rob very much relying on that railroad to some good effect, not enough to overpower Ben today. I think Ben had experimented with a few more different serves, but again relying very much on the railroad to get himself through.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, he hit a lot of bubbles, but I think again the second serve, it was a remarkable amount of first serve misses to force the bubble, but they were just as successful as the railroad really in locking Rob down in the receiving end. And there's some other serves, but they were all flawless. Why didn't he do more?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is how the match schedule and the tournament looks at the moment. So as we mentioned, Ben Taylor Matthews victorious here, 6-3, 6-2. Oh, look at that
Live update.
Absolutely beautiful. So he will play Rob Fay in the first semi-final tomorrow here at Royal Tennis Court, followed then by Nick Howell versus Steve Agona for a place in the final.
Yeah.
That, I think, probably brings us to the end of our coverage for today. Coverage for the World Tennis Champions Trophy 2024, brought to you by Mitsubishi Electric. Thank you very much for joining us. If you are around tomorrow, don't forget royaltenniscourt.com if you want to buy some tickets for royaltenniscourt.com to buy your tickets. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and we'll see you later.
Thank you. Goodbye.